Yeah, hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to my channel, AgileBizLeaders. This is an initiative to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of leadership, agile, and project management. You can join and help me with that either by subscribing to this channel or sharing my videos to our friends. So, having said that, let us get into today's topic. We are currently discussing some of the leadership ideas from MIT Sloan School of Management. Today's topic is 5 trends in AI and data science for 2025. This particular article has been published in MIT in the month of January this year. Why does it matter? From an agentic AI to unstructured data, these 2025 AI trends deserve a close attention from leaders. So let us get fresh data and advice from two experts. So let us get into the topic. The first trend we're going to talk about is leaders will grapple with both the promise and hype around agentic AI, right? So agentic AI is a sure bet for 2025, the most trending AI trend. This is a kind of AI that does tasks independently. Some IT leaders think they already have it. 37% in a forthcoming UAE Path sponsored survey of 252 US IT leaders. Most expect it soon and they're ready to spend money on it. 68% within 6 months or less, and few are skeptical about it. So, most technology executives believe that these autonomous and collaborative AI programs will be primarily based on focused generative AI bots that will perform specific tasks. Some believe that the technology will all be orchestrated by the robotic process automation tools. Some propose that agents will be fetched by enterprise transaction system, and some posit the emergence of an Uber agent that will control everything. The second trend is that the time has come to measure the results from generative AI experiments. The data and AI leaders are feeling that they are confident that Gen AI value is being generated. 58% said that their organization has achieved exponential productivity or efficiency gains from AI, presumably mostly from generative AI. The company like Goldman Sachs is one of the rare companies that has measured the productivity gains in the area of programming. The developers reported that their productivity increased by about 20%. So only few companies like Goldman Sachs are measuring the productivity improvement. Most of the companies does not even know what people are doing with the freed up time. So most similar studies have found contingent factors in productivity, whether either inexperienced worker gain more as in customer service and consulting, or experienced workers do better as in code generation. Third trend is reality about data-driven culture sets in. So we seem to be realizing that generative AI is very cool, but does not change everything, specifically long term cultural attributes. If you look at the previous survey, 2024, there has been improvement on established data and AI driven organizational culture from 24% to 48%. And for establishing data-driven cultures, it was 21% to 43%. So in 2024, the data-driven culture was seeing an improvement 50% or 100%. But in 2025, the numbers have settled back to earth a bit. 37% of people who has been surveyed said they work in a data and AI driven organization. 33% said that they have a data and AI driven culture. So the numbers are coming down by at least 20 to 25%. But it's still a good thing that data and AI leaders feel that their organizations have improved in this regard over the distant past. But the author's long-term prediction is that generative AI alone is not enough to make organizations and cultures data. The fourth trend is unstructured data is important again. Generative AI has had another impact on organizations. It's making unstructured data important again. In the 2025 AI and Data Leadership Executive Benchmark Survey, 94% of the data and AI leaders said that interest in AI is leading to a greater focus on data. Since the traditional analytical AI has been around for several decades, they are referring to Gen AI's impact. So, in another survey, we mentioned in last year's AI Trends article, there was a substantial evidence that most companies have not yet started to really manage data to get ready for generative AI. The great majority of the data that Gen AI works with is relatively unstructured in forms such as text, images, video, and the like. A leader in one large insurance organization recently shared the data that 95% of the company's data was unstructured. So many companies are interested in using Gen AI to help manage and provide access to their own data and documents, typically using an approach called retrieval augmented generation or RAG. The fifth trend is who should run data and AI. Expect continued struggle. It should perhaps come as no surprise that while data and attempts to exploit it with AI are receiving increasing amounts of organizational attention and investment, the data leadership function itself is continuing to struggle. The role is relatively nascent. It was just 12% the way back in 2012. The company has appointed a chief data officer. The progress is being made. Now at least 85% of the organization, the new survey that they have mentioned that they have a chief data officer. Those data leaders are primarily focused on growth, innovation, and transformation. More organizations have also named chief AI officers, a surprising 33%. So, with these roles continue to evolve, organizations continue to wrestle with their mandates, responsibilities, and reporting structures. Some organizations, including Capital One and Cleveland Clinic, have established both Chief AI Officer role as well as Chief Data Officer role. Finally, the one thing that we can say with confidence is that the demand for data and AI leadership will only grow under whatever shape, form, and structure this demand entails. The role of Chief Data and AI Officer should be a business role, reporting to a business leadership. 36% of data and AI leaders this year reported to either the CEO, President, or COO. So it is believed that Data and AI leaders need to deliver measurable business value. They need to be more focused on business value, and they have to understand and speak the language of business. So, with that, we are coming to the end of this video. Hope you guys got an understanding on 5 recent trends in AI. We talked about rise of AI agents. We talked about importance of measuring GenAI initiatives. We talked about GenAI is alone not enough to drive data-driven culture. Data-driven culture. The fourth, we talked about dealing the unstructured data for GenAI initiatives. And finally, we talked about the new roles like chief data officers, specifically chief AI officers, and both of them need to focus on business results, right? So with that, we are coming to the conclusion of this particular video. I hope you guys like this video. That helps you to become a better leader, right? So with that, I'm signing off. See you in the next video.